Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. I don't always tell you what you want to hear, but I tell you what you need to hear to make an informed decision. And guys, I'm going to put some pieces of the puzzle together about Algorand, and this is macro, long-term, big picture, because we are so early in blockchain. People don't realize that, but we are very, very early. And projects like Algorand are in the early stages. And what you want to look for is real world utility that's setting the foundation. And guys, Algorand is setting the foundation to dominate. So I'm going to link some things together. But I think if you follow along and understand what I'm trying to tell you, you'll believe, like I do, that Algorand will be a world beater 3, 4, 5 years from now. So let's dive into it. Now, if you haven't ever been to Algorand website, go there at algorand.com, surf around, and look at their ecosystem and read some of the projects that they have going on. But now, they just announced, and this is not what this is all about, but this is kind of a big deal. They just announced that the Bank of Italy chooses Algorand for the blockchain project. And it gets into the insurance guarantees for the banking system, like for their National Recovery and Reliance platform. And it talks about how they, gave out over $2 billion during the COVID recovery plan. So this is kind of like tracking all the security protocols for, I guess, COVID money, people entering into the country money, when they, get visa money. There's all kinds of applications. I don't really understand it, but I know it's a very big project, and long term, it's going to be very significant. But now here's what excites me. So bear with me. Now, about a year or so ago, Algorand announced that they were giving like $250 million to have the foundation get involved in like the engineers in India. And whether you know it or not, a lot of the smartest engineers in the world come from India. Now, the second point of that is, and this is a massive point of what I'm going to try to link together, is that India arguably is the largest population in the world. When I Googled it, I got information that said they have already surpassed China, and it's like 1.485 billion. And the other one said they're going to do it in the middle of 2023. So I don't know what to believe, but I know it is right at the country that's going to have the biggest population in the world, whether it is today or this time next year. That's going to happen. Now, so you link the biggest population in the world, you link some of the smartest engineers in the world, and you link Algorand providing an avenue for all those engineers to learn how to build on Algorand. Now, that was like a year ago. That got me excited, and I didn't forget about that. Well, now check this out. They just announced that MayPay is going to create the first 100 million NFTs for digital health records on the Algorand blockchain. Think about what goes with that. You originate 100 million out of a population that is 1.5 billion. So look at the upside of what's coming down the pipe once that all pans out. Now think about what goes with it once they link that NFT. It's just a constant add-on, guys. They'll be at 200, 500, 800 million transactions immediately. Just every day, think about those transactions. Think about how much, how many transactions are going to be added to the back end of that NFT to keep up with those records. I don't know how all that works, but I know it's massive. Now, I also know that countries tend to follow other countries. That's why when El Salvador announced that they were going on the Bitcoin standard, whether you know it or not, yes, they use the Lightning Network, but the majority of what they do, the blockchain they chose, was Algorand. Guys, they're setting themselves up to be a dominant player globally. But now, this is not really what I'm wanting to talk to you about, why I'm excited. Now, bear with me. I'm going to try to piece this together to make it all make sense. And then we'll take a look at the chart. Now, I'm going to leave a link down below to this video. And if you're like me and you like to learn, you need to watch the video. Now, this guy came on Real Vision. I think he's originally from India and now he lives in the States. Now, he is obviously a very intelligent engineer. Now, he came up with a new AI platform. And guys, it's changing the world. You really need to watch the video with the link down below. He's changing the world. Now, follow me on this. Now, we have the biggest country in the world, right? Now, one of your engineers, who he's supplying this knowledge that I'm about to share with you to India to kickstart everything. Now, he's spreading it all over the world, but he's really targeting India to start with. Now, think about this, and you'll understand when I finish. He's taken the most advanced AI technology in the world, and he's taken it to the biggest country in the world population-wise with some of the smartest engineers in the world. Now, here's the AI. So I want you to think about something. Imagine me getting the smartest 10 people I can think of in the world into a think tank like Michael Saylor and Elon Musk and just some very, very intelligent people. And we work on anything, how to build a better blockchain, how to, build a better payment system, whatever it is. Well, now, what if one of them said, well, let's bring in AI. So AI basically downloads every bit of information on the internet that humans have access. He's done that. And he's narrowed down literally every bit of information in the world down to a little card that you can literally put on your laptop. It's going to change the world. But hear me out. Now, so we got the 10 smartest people in the room, and then we ask the really intelligent questions to AI. Now, think about this. This AI application not only can come up with the answer by itself, it has tied itself in to other AI models. But now get this. You can ask this AI to do something like ask a question, how would Einstein design a blockchain? Now that AI would go back and basically have access to every bit of information that Einstein has on record, right? Well, then to figure out how Einstein would come up with a new blockchain, he would have to study everything that Einstein created or invented, learn how Einstein reasoned, and then design the blockchain. Guys, it's massive, and it grows and grows. The intelligence level of what this man has created is absolutely going to change the world. And it's going, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, none of this financial advice, but India is going to leapfrog the majority of the world in the next 5, 10, 15, 25 years. I have no doubt. Hopefully America can keep its #1 spot, but India is going to go from where it's at now if it doesn't, if it isn't the dominant person in the world or country in the world, it'll probably be 2 or 3. It's going to explode. So the opportunity that Algorand is positioning itself with India is, guys, it is going to be absolutely explosive long term. Now, I really urge you to watch the video. I don't know if I explained it right, but AI, guys, it's just going to change everything. I mean, everything. And this AI application, what they're doing in India right now, I truly believe college would just be for partying, which it already is. But that's not the way of the future, because what they have already is an AI that is educating countries like India through AI. So you learn and grow, and the AI teaches the kids, and it keeps getting better of how to teach them. So they have already, from my understanding, if I understood it right, they've already created like how to go through high school in like 13 months. And it's through the AI, and the kids come out just bizarrely smarter than the BS we're teaching in the universities and stuff like that. And guys, that is what the future is going to hold. So I tell you, I can't be more excited about Algorand. Now, let's take a look at the chart. Now, right now, it's down, and it's pushing, it's 23, 22 cents. I have no doubt you can pick up Algorand for maybe 20 cents. It's probably going lower, maybe 15 cents. I think that's the low of the year. If something breaks in our economy, maybe even less. Now, to me, Algorand might be one of those tokens or one of those blockchains that you want to just stack a small bag and just put it in cold storage and take a look at it in, say, 3 to 4 or 5 years. Now, that's one thing I've been looking at for a lot of projects, is just put some, small amounts of these things, at 20 cents. What do you think Algorand's going to be at in 5 years? Now, that being said, my big money that I put into Algorand, I will sell in this bull run, period. Everything I own will be sold in the next bull run except my Bitcoin. So none of this is financial advice, but that's my thoughts. Now, if you buy it at 20 cents and it takes out just the high of this about this time last year, or September of last year, that's about a 12, 13x, something like that. If it takes out its all-time high, which I get different numbers, but it's definitely like 320, something like that. That's about a 17x. So that's a pretty good upside. I have no doubt in the next bull run that Algorand will take out its old high. And guys, it could take out its old high and 2 or 3x from that old high. Now, again, not financial advice. So anyway, guys, hopefully I got all that out and made you understand it. Now, here's one other thing, and it doesn't pertain to really the Algorand project, but it pertains to the AI. For instance, one thing they talked about, the AI is so smart, it can take any painting or any drawing from anyone and just merge them together. Like you could say, what if, I can't think of a painter, but a world famous, whoever painted the Mona Lisa, what would it look like if they painted a dinosaur and a cat? And then Rembrandt also added to the painting. So you took both painters and a cat and a dinosaur, and it merges that painting together, and it's unbelievable the quality of what it can put together. I know I'm rambling. I don't know if any of that made any sense, but watch the video down below. Here's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand, no matter what. Algorand is positioning itself to be a world leader, a world beater in the next 3, 4, 5 years. I think it'll do fine in the next bull run, but this is a long, long-term hold. Now, that being said, you know I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. The only thing that I do not like about Algorand is the foundation has immense control and a huge allocation of tokens. And whether we like it or not, they do sell and put a lot of sell pressure on the Algorand token. So that only leaves us to wonder, how long is it going to take for them to not have that pressure or that opportunity to put on the token. So guys, the next bull run, if Algorand Foundation wants to keep dumping on us, well, it can hold back the project a lot. Now, I don't think it will matter. I still think it's a great upside no matter how much they sell. And the good news, and this gets back to the long term, is the more they sell, the faster they sell it. It may be short-term pain, or it may keep it from pumping like it could have during this next bull run, but it's still going to pump. But once all that's out and distributed, well, then that's when it will really, really pump, and there will not be any sales pressure to speak of or to make a difference from the foundation. So anyway, guys, this is a great long-term project, but I wanted to give you the good, bad, and the ugly. But I like Algorand long-term. Go take a look at it. Tell me what you think in the comments section. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Make sure you hit that notification. Either way, guys, hit that like button. It really helps us out a lot, and we do appreciate it. That being said, come back and be part of this community. Take care.